Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another DOKKAN battle video, and today we're going to take a look at this EZA Super Strike AGL Tien and see how good he's looking. Now this guy's kind of in an odd spot because one, he doesn't have a lot of categories himself, and two, he wants to be with Earthbred Warriors, which doesn't even have like a leader yet on Global, so kind of crazy. Now Earthbred Warriors is like a pretty, because it includes like all the Gokus, like there is a lot of characters we can use with Tien, so right now it was pretty actually tough for me to find a good team to use him on, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I think I got a setup that's going to work for this guy just to see what he could look like at his best. But the other thing that's wonky about this guy is that even if you link him up with like another Tien unit that you think would have like a bunch of links with him, he's a Super Strike unit, so he's going to have a couple of these weird Super Strike links that other units don't have, so that's kind of the tricky part. But let's see how he's looking, right? So he's just an AGL 3 key and 77% leader skill, nothing too good there. Super attack effect, raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage and lowers attack. He gets key plus 2, attack and defense 70%, plus an additional attack and defense 50, and chance of performing a crit plus 7 per Earthbred Fighters category ally attacking in the same turn. Plus an additional attack plus 50 when facing 1 enemy, plus defense 50 when facing 2 or more enemies, medium chance of stunning all enemies, plus an additional attack, defense, and chance of performing a crit plus 30 when the enemy is stunned. So what I'm seeing with this guy on paper is that I think his biggest value is going to be in Super Battle Road. We've seen this with my Dragon Ball Heroes Extreme team, where you've got Supreme Kai of Time Brainwash and you've got Hearts, who can just show up and AoE stun the rotation. This is something that STR Jiren has, which made him very valuable back in the day, because when he first dropped, like, Super Battle Road was the hardest content in the game, so he was super valuable for, like, I remember Realm of God Super Battle Road was so hard, and you needed Jiren to, like, proc his AoE stun, and we've seen in some of my Time Traveler runs with the Heroes teams that, like, you get that AoE stun, and it's, like, free turns, and it's really good. So I would say, if you kind of just like ignore the Earthbred Warrior stuff with this guy, and let's say you're running him on, say, like Earthling Super Battle Road, although that's all going to be Earthbred Warriors anyways, but even if it were on like a different team for Super Battle Road, I wouldn't worry about getting all those buffs. It's really you want like that stun to proc, right? So now we're going to look at him in like Legendary Vegeta event where he can't really stun, but I just want to kind of see what his numbers and his stats look like. So that's what I'm going to do more in this showcase here, right? You can see I gave him a bunch of dodge, gave him a bunch of additional. I didn't really worry about crit at all, because he does get a good crit chance if the enemy's stunned. So if you're using him in Super Battle Road, like, he's probably going to crit anyways. So, I don't know, let's take a look here. So I had to do like a wonky team build, because Bond of Friendship is probably like his most prevalent team, right? If we look at his teams here, Worthy Rivals only has a 150 leader, Earthlings only has a 150 leader, Earthbred Fighters does not have a leader, and so then you're left with Bond of Friendship. Well, Bond of Friendship, you either have to use Pan or Kale and Caulifla. So I'm using Kale and Caulifla because I don't have Pan, and I'm bringing a friend Pan. So this is like literally the best team you can bring. The only way it would be better is if I had double Pan, but by having Kale and Caulifla, I'm just losing out on some HP, so it's not a big deal. Then I'm bringing basically a bunch of Earthbred Warrior support units to make him look good, and I'm going to link him up with Tien and Chaozu. And once again, they only share 3 links because I think the Super Strike stuff really messes with him. But we're getting, what, Z Fighters, Dodon Ray, and I think like Shattering the Limit or something like that. Let me see here. It was, yeah, Z Fighters, Shattering the Limit, and Dodon Ray. I think those are the ones that we're going to get. Because he's got, if we look, he's got Super Strike. Okay, he actually doesn't have Bombardment. So Super Strike is the only Super Strike link he's got. But he does have, like, I think Supreme Power is a Majin Buu link. So you'd have to have, like, boost. Here's the thing. So he's got Supreme Power. Yeah, which is a Buu Saga. Like, look, this is all Buu Saga stuff. But here's the thing. This guy got shafted. He doesn't have a Saga category. So this guy should be on Buu Saga. He's got Supreme Power. Yeah, pretty shafted right there. Because if this guy were on Buu Saga, that would open up the team building a lot more for this guy, for sure. So, I don't know. We'll see. He's probably not going to be good enough that I'm really going to care, but this is one of those weird Dokkan shaft things where, like, a character is just randomly not on a saga. Like, so where does this Tien exist, right? And the fact that they gave him Supreme Power, which is Buu Saga, that's kind of crazy, and then he's not on it. All right, what's his defense? 164k. He is going to get defense on Super Attack Effect. But that's about it. Oh, and he does have the built-in crit chance for Earthbred category allies attacking in the same turn. So he's going to be 21% critting all the time. So yeah, I think just giving this guy additional and dodge is probably the way to go. Especially if you're doing like Super Battle Road, you just want him to like dodge and stun. So we'll put him in slot 1 here. He's probably going to take a lot of damage. His defense is not all that. Let's grab this and let's see if the AGL orbs drop. They do. And then we can get like a pretty good super attack with Tien and Chiaotzu. Now, we can kind of start to get excited about these World Tournament units. Now that they've broken the seal, they're finally EZAing them. And EZA Piccolo looks really good. All right, 3.2. And this is with a 50% support and full Earthbred Warriors. That actually is not that good. Not that good at all. So what I'm going to say right away, actually Pan linking up pretty good with Cal and Khalifa. That's decent. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, I don't know. I think really this guy's just a Super Battle Road only unit. Because I don't, like, so I think Earthling Super Battle Road is like, he's actually going to be like a premier choice there. But other than that, I really don't see you using him. But he's going to be really good there. Just the fact that he can show up in AoE stun for sure. For sure. I'm almost tempted to just hop into that quick during the showcase. Because, like, what I'm seeing right here, like, he doesn't build up or anything, right? Let's just get one more turn with him. And maybe we should. Let's just on the spot. Let's do like a Earth Super Battle Road run quick. And see how he does there. Because I think that's really where his value is. The other thing he does get more defense if there's more enemies. And he gets more attack if there's one enemy. But yeah, I definitely think you got to put dodge on this guy. Alright, let's do another turn here. So let's just put him in slot 1. I mean, unless do we pick up anything with Goku? We don't, yeah. So we're just going to... And once again, this is level 1 Link. So he definitely could be looking better if we had his Links leveled up a little bit. But I literally haven't touched this guy yet on my Link leveling team. I'm kind of glad I did my showcases before I started Link leveling, because I just did that Angel Tech Goku, and I actually wasn't really impressed with him at all. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother Link leveling him, to be honest. He's only got 6 Links. Alright, 3 mil, yeah, that's just not that good. I think the value in this guy is the attack lowering and the stunning, right? Let's hop into... We'll just go into normal Earthling Super Battle Road, and just see what we can get done over there. And I think we just run Krillin as the lead for that. Let's just set up a team really quick. We'll do it on the spot. We don't do editing over here anymore. We just go right at it. So let's just abandon. I did really want to look at him. The reason why I went into here though was I wanted to see him without, like, because with Super Battle Road you got all that team restriction. I wanted to get him at least on a 170 team, like linked up really well. You can't always do that. You know, if it was an Earthling team, we could only get a 150 lead. But yeah, seeing him only at 3 mil, that is just not good. All right, let's look at Super Battle Road really quick. Let's just hop into a normal Super Battle Road, which should be here. Did I pat? There it is. Normal Super Battle Road. Let's hop into Earthlings, which I don't remember how high up Earthlings is. There's so many stages of this, by the way. It's fun, though. Here's Earthlings, stage 45. All right. All right, and this was my last team build, so let's just go into... Yeah, it's 150. Okay, remove all. So we got to have Krillin as the lead, and then we're going to bring the new Tien. Now, I'm not necessarily going to link him up. I'm going to try to actually, like, do this realistically. So I'm going to bring units. Like, I think Jackie Chun would do well here. Actually, is this Tien stun and stuff, too? This Prime Battle Tien? I remember I was not impressed with him at all. No, I don't know if I'm going to bring this one. Who else would be good here? Jackie Chun, I think, would be good. I mean, Chi-Chi could be good. But she needs Peppy Gals to be fully active. I think Mai can stun. What about this? Like this Roshi that we just got. Medium chance of guarding. But then he's like an STR support. No. I mean, he did just get an EZA, so it's kind of tempting. But this Bulma, I think, can dodge and do some stuff. And I've been using her a lot in my Dragon Ball Saga. She has a medium chance to evade. This Tien, I believe, stuns. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, high chance of stunning. Let's bring this Tien. Because that's kind of the way you want to run this, right? Is kind of like to stun out. Does Launch stun? I think Launch might stun too. Supreme damage lowers attack. High chance of performing a crit. No, she doesn't. Okay. Who else do we want to bring here? Earthlings. I mean, you know, we've got Yamhan here. Actually, I've been using this guy a little bit. So this Master Roshi here, who's dressed like it's basically Jackie Chun, but his name's Master Roshi. This guy, I actually had this guy hitting like 6 mil attack stats, and he's like super old. It's kind of crazy, but he's really good for Super Battle Road because he's a guaranteed stun. And then you just hope that you finish the phase before he comes up again because he's going to be weak after that. But yeah, let's bring him. I think he'll be a fun unit to bring here. And then we got one more Earthling slot to bring. Who would... I mean, I could just bring Videl because Videl's probably one of... You know what? Let's bring Roshi because Roshi seals. Like, Roshi's good. Let's try this team right here. I don't know. Should I try? We won't try for no item run, but I just want to see. So let's see if Tien pops up and if he just like stuns out. What we can kind of get done here. Maybe we'll try no items. All right, we got Tien right away. I think this is the Super Strike Tien right away on slot 1 in Team 1 here. Let's see. Do we just AoE stun? We do. So Tien shows up. He's like, oh yeah, you're going to showcase me? This is it. AoE stun, right? So very good there. And we've actually got like the Roshi rotation here. Hold on. So I'm definitely going to float the tech one. But he's guaranteed stun, but he's just like a big like single shot, and then he's kind of out, right? So sure, let's see. I mean, I don't think we're doing a bunch of damage on this rotation. We need to attack the int enemy here. And then we'll go back here. But yeah, we got a stun off, so that was pretty good that we were able to show that, right? So just stun out. This is like a free Ghost Usher, so there's the value. But yeah, 2.3. Now, his defense is a little bit higher here, which we didn't look at that, but we're only on a 150 lead, so his defense isn't going to be looking much better than it was before. And I know this Super Battle Road is scaled down a little bit because it's Earthling. They know it's only a 150 lead. Yeah, 2.8 mil. I mean, like, once again, this is not optimal. And the other thing is this guy gets all of his stuff on Super. So if you have him with a couple of supports and on a 170 team, that's when he can hit like 6 mil, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so this turn here, nobody's stunned. Is Krillin going to be okay? Oh, and Krillin's going to miss his AoE. We got too much ki. Wow, okay. So I'm just going to use an item here to be safe. Let's just do one of these. A King Yama's fine. And then Roshi, sure, let's go ahead and swing here. And then Krillin, you can go ahead and swing there. We do have a seal on one of the enemies. But not you. Alright, yeah, good thing we used the King Yama. That saved us some damage there for sure. That would have done a lot more without that on, because we had 50% damage reduction there. Once again, this fight isn't like crazy hard, especially if we use items. But I just want to see how the Tien's looking. Let's see how many times we can get the AoE stuns off, right? Okay, here's Roshi going. Dude, we were just talking about this Roshi on the podcast. But like for being, what, the year 6 free-to-play LR, he's still really good. Like still one of the best LRs in the game. Because we're talking about right now for year 8, they have the free-to-play Babidi LR that still needs the EZA. And I'm like, well, he's got a skeleton of a pretty good kit. Do we think that he could exceed this Master Roshi? And they're like, no. Roshi's just doing too much. Literally, like, one of the best free-to-play units in the game's history. Like, just crazy. Alright, so I'm going to try not using an item here. We do have an attack down on. We're at 129k defense. Sure. And we can't link with that Tien, right? So, yeah, sure, we'll just do that. Link him up with Jackie Chun. We did not get the AoE stun. Okay, double digits, and then 2 mil. Yeah, I mean, this Tien just not good. He's nowhere near like the, like my favorite Super Strike units right now are the Mecha Frieza King Cold. I just love that rotation. They are actually so good. And that Mecha Frieza can hit crazy hard. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if Tien can keep doing the work for us, but yeah, not really doing a bunch of damage, right? Okay, so now the Tech Roshi's reset, so he can reuse that again. That's why he's actually like pretty darn good here. Sure, I guess we'll do this. Type disadvantage, not good. So I'm gonna assume that we need an item here. We'll just try a Whis this time, I guess. And Krillin, once again, too much ki. My boy Krillin, I just want the AoE, you know? Alright, and then Tech, Roshi's got type advantage, so let's go ahead and get Kibito stunned out. This will be a guaranteed stun, but I think it's just a one-turn stun anyways. But it does seal too, and I think the seal will last 2 turns. Alright, so we're getting supered right away. Yeah, good thing we use Whis there. This team, I mean, this team still having 500k hit points is pretty good. Considering it's just the Earthling team here. There is a stunner. So yeah, LR Roshi, definitely good play here. We got the stun off there. Here's Krillin. He can do some stun stuff too. This is definitely like a debuff setup, right? And of course, Krillin can't get an AoE to save his life because he's just constantly got too much ki with this team. Yeah, here's a 4 mil shot for Tech Roshi. That's kind of crazy. And he didn't really have like his relevant Dragon Ball links. Yeah, he can put in some damage. I'm actually kind of excited because if they build his EZA right, where like I could see this guy hitting like a 15 mil attack stat after EZA because he's literally like he does one big attack and then he doesn't get it anymore. But then if you make him like have guard and damage reduction and just make him like a defensive wall, I think he could be really cool. Especially I'm thinking for that Dragon Ball Saga team because I've been really liking that team. We got 2 links with Krillin. Sure, we'll stay linked up with Krillin. Sure, we'll go in slot 1 here. Wait, did we get the AoE stun? We've got, okay, so we have Supreme Kai stun and we got Kibito sealed. So I'm fine not using an item here. Let's go ahead and attack Kibito. Krillin can actually get an AoE, maybe. Sure, right there. We'll get the AoE with Krillin. And then Jackie Chun, sure, let's go after Kibito. Let's see what happens here. No items. Okay. Yep, double digits there, and then 2 mil. And then once again, we are attack lowering, so that's good. But yeah, it's really you just want to get that AoE stun. So that was kind of cool we got that on the first turn. I don't know that we're going to finish this all out. I mean, it's just going to be more of the same, right? We're stunning, we're sealing, we're doing that. I do see that this team could pretty easily get a no item run here, especially if you have good RNG. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the Super Strike Tien. Really, this is it. It's like this Earthlink Super Battle Road is really where his value is. Otherwise, I don't really think he's useful. So thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.